Hi Raiders, how's it going? You're probably wondering why I'm clicking on all of these mags that are available on the market. It's because today we're going to get straight into a guide on how to max out your mags drills skill level. No BS, let's get straight into this. I stumbled across a guide from ZTM and I'm going to do a 1.0 version, so shout out goes to him and I'll put his channel in the description down below. Let's get stuck in. So according to the video and what we're going to test out in 1.0 is that you have to load up 300 bullets in raid to efficiently level up your mag drill skill. And here we have the three mags that we're going to be utilizing. So we have a G30 mag, which has an unload and load speed modifier of minus 25%, which means it's 25% quicker. Then you have a P mag, which is 30% quicker. And we also have a PK 100 round box right here. And the reason why I have these three mags here is because, yes, the 10 rounder has the highest load and unload modifier. However, it is only 10 rounds, so we're going to discard that. Otherwise, you're going to have to be running 30 mags in a backpack somewhere and in your rig. We're not a fan of that. As compared to running only 10 rounds of the G30, or 10 rounds, 10 mags, sorry, of the G30, or 3 PK 100 round boxes. Personally, if I had to choose this my way and do it my way, I'd probably go with the 3 100 round boxes because you could just like do it lazily. Sure, it won't be as quick. It'll be 25% slower as compared to the G30. But the fact that I can just go bosh, load it up, and do like 40 stacks at a time loading into the PK, I think that's way better, honestly, than doing it faster with the G30. But I'm going to test out both methods in raid anyway. And quickly, going over the ammos, we have laser match, which is about 161 rubles per round, and the HBBT, which is, let me just have a look, 200 rubles per round. So it is slightly more expensive for the lazy method. And if you wanted, for some reason, to do the 10 rounder method, it is the ultra nozzler, which is 145 rubles, which is the cheapest, but we're not going to be worrying about that today in this video. So get rid of all this ultra nozzler. So this is what your loadout is going to roughly look like. You're going to have 300 bullets in total for either your PK mags or your G30 mags. Don't run 300 rounds of G30, which is the the 45 ACP, or the 7.6254R. Don't run 300 of each. I'm just like combining these two to show in this guide the speed and difference between the two. So you want to make sure you have 300 rounds of total capacity, whether that's 3 of the 100 round PK mags, or I think it works out to 10. Well, it is 10 actually. It's basic maths, quick maths of the G30 mags. So I'm just going to get rid of some ammo here to match that up with. So that's 200 bullets for our PK mags. And I'm just going to bring 150 bullets for our vector mags right here, our G30s. Let's get in raid and test this out. So here I am in our Malevolent Grenadier guide room. I'm going to put loads of guides that are super helpful to the Tarkov community in the comments down below. We're going to be starting off onto the, not the tasks, the skills here. We're going to go to practical mag drills. I've already reloaded a little bit, but we're going to start off at 56.73. I'm going to load up 300 rounds and let's see where we're at after that. Also, just to note, if you're going to do this, this makes you heavy as fuck. I mean, I've got 2 primaries, but still, all of this stuff is quite the strain on your weight. So, calculate that into your raids if you need to. All right, so we've loaded our first 100 rounds. Now, I have just had the epiphany. You can just bring one mag, reload, and unload it to save on, a little bit of weight on the mags. But I'm just a lazy son of a gun, so I'm just going to be busting them into the mags like this. Let's give a quick look at our skills right here. We're going to go to, let's see, was it practical? So every 100 rounds gives you about 2.8 XP on mag drills. Let's continue further. Right, and I've just unloaded 100 rounds. Let's give this a quick check to see if this has helped us to any extent. Yeah, 3.6. So actually unloading works better than just bringing more mags. I suppose you could refactor that into our little equation here. That's not bad. Okay, so now that we've loaded our second 100 rounds, I'm going to evolve as the guide progresses. Probably unloading and reloading a bunch of G30 mags would be the way to go. However, if you're just on TikTok like I am, chilling, maybe doing one of our guides, Shooter Born in Heaven, waiting for people to come up on you, whatever it is, this might be the strat. But if you want to do it more quickly, or if you're like running about and you're doing this within your normal raids, the G30 is what I'd recommend. And I'm going to show you guys just really quickly the difference between loading these two ammos. So, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. As opposed to... Yeah, you could definitely feel the speed difference. Now, let's try unloading these two real quick. Not too bad. Oh, yeah, the unloading's, like, way quicker. Maybe G30 is the way to go. Let's continue climbing to our 300 ammo unload and reload. I guess we're going to hit, like, 300 loaded bullets and 300 unloaded bullets. So I've just unloaded our second round of bullets, making 200 loaded and 200 unloaded, apart from the miscellaneous test that we did in between. Let's give us a quick look at this. Practical. 5 skill points, with a leveling speed decreased of 21%. Let's go on to our final 300 for unloaded and reloaded. So as I'm unloading our last mag here, the G30s are so unbelievably quick and nice. I might recommend you guys doing this. So carry just 2 mags with you, with like, I don't know, 200 or odd so bullets. You don't need the 300 bullets on you, unless you are going to be stationary like this, then you can. Just to make it a little bit more comfortable. However, if you're doing your normal raids, just carry like, I don't know, you can even carry like 200 bullets off the last match, and then just, you know, when you're looting containers, looting a body, you could just put it in and get your skill up as you go along with your normal raids. That would be a good idea. Skills, let's get into it. Practical, 6, another 6 skills gained. I know we've got a decreased leveling speed of -12. I'm going to do another one. Another one? Why not? Why not? We're here anyway, right? I'm going to do another 300 rounds to see what the difference is between now, like +6 skill points, and the final zone within this decreased 12% area. So I think I think what this means is that you're only getting 12% of the normal skill rate, right? So if you was to get 100 points, now you're only getting 12. It's kind of like inverse like that, I believe, because we had a debuff of 25% earlier. Like, it wouldn't make sense if you got less debuffs the more you do stuff, right? So let's do it again. Let's see what happens. Okay, so ever so slight blunder here. I've done 360 bullets loaded and unloaded, but we're going to go to skills right here. Let's see if we've got any change. Yeah, so you only get like 1.4 XP past the 25 leveling speed decrease, which I think is correct. Like, if you was to unload and load 300 rounds within a raid, that's probably the zone that you want to be hitting, and then you just level up all the way to 20 to where you I'll just give you an example right here. So in the bottom right it says approximately 45 bullets. Once you get to level 20, you can actually see the exact amount within your magazine, which is actually kind of cool to have, I'm not gonna lie. So to conclude, raiders, I would recommend taking in, at the end of the day, if you're doing this in between normal raids, 2 normal G30 magazines and 100 bullets of Last Match FMJ, and then as you're looting or waiting for your friends or doing whatever way, you just have a little bit of raid downtime, refill and unfill these mags as you go about your raid to max out your mag drill skill to level 20, so then you can just check your mags and have the exact ammo amount in your mags in the bottom right, you know, when you check it. That would be kind of cool. Hopefully this guide has helped you out. I'm going to put some awesome little guides down in the comments down below. I'm working on some other little stuffs, other little guides over here to come soon. Definitely stuff you don't want to miss out on. Please subscribe, like, leave a nice comment, and I'll catch you, raiders, in the next one. Yeah, wouldn't recommend this PK box. I mean, it's okay if you want to be lazy about it. Just go with the G30s. Check your code!